Okay, this filter, it's like a filter, and it brings more color into the shot, but it's not always. It kind of like goes back and forth, but I like this a lot better than the other one, which was like always dark, because it's always dark in my car. Anyway, so I'm actually on my way to meet up with my business partner, the consulting business partner, and very excited about it. I've been reading up, listening, watching about consulting, about the kind of consulting that we want to do a lot, and I'm really excited about it. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I can't believe I'm doing it this soon, but it's happening, and I kind of just want to go all out. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you. Hopefully I'm gonna ask him, my partner, if he's willing to go on camera. If he is, I'll show him to you guys. But very excited, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I don't know, this is, I haven't known him for so long. We definitely click, but we're about to go into an official business, put in all our money, set up an LLC, we're about to go in together. So I'm a little nervous about it. If not now, then when, so yeah, I will hopefully show them to you guys. Side note, I've been feeling kind of disenchanted at the restaurant lately, and I think I'm just burnt out. They do this thing where they're like, oh, we're short-staffed, oh no, we're short-staffed, and I feel bad for the managers, and I always get guilted into either taking on I don't always get guilted, but usually they do a really good job of oh, we're short-staffed. And so whenever someone is in crisis, you always want to help them. And I love this restaurant that I'm at. I love the managers and everything, and I feel like I have really good rapport with them, and they're very accommodating usually, but it's just I always feel really pressured to take on extra shifts when I really don't want to be, this is not supposed to be my full-time thing. It's a restaurant thing, I have so many other things that I'm working on. And then the other servers are always asking me to take on shifts. And last night the manager asked me if I can take on extra shifts, and he was like, well, when we hired you, you said that if you take, if we're book you for less nights per week, then you take. And it's who wants to be a full-time server at this restaurant? Not me. I don't want to be a full-time server. And I'm actually really close to quitting, because I paid off all my debt, and I'm starting this new consulting thing that I'm really excited about. And I paid off my debt 2 months early. Check me out. And it feels amazing. And and of course there's still going to be expenses, but I don't need this restaurant job anymore. And on top of that, I got offered a job as a waitress in a really, really high-end place where I would make a lot more money doing part-time stuff. And because they have such high demand for because more people want to work at this high-end place, they don't need me as much, so I could be there part-time. So anyway, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I just kind of want to dip out on this restaurant. I feel really bad to tell them, I don't know, because I know they need people, and this always happens, is they really need you, and the more they need you, the more you don't want to, the more you don't really want to work there. And as a person, a server, a waitress, a manager, a restaurant, you never want to be negotiating from a position of weakness. And that is actually a big reason why, instead of doing the consulting stuff myself, I decided to get a partner, because I could, in theory, do everything myself, but the thing is, when you're by yourself and you feel weak, it's really hard to negotiate from a position of strength. It's really hard to negotiate, and a big part of negotiating what you want is coming in not from need, but from like, this is what you need to do. Like, you know, you're coming in from a position of, don't mess with me. Like, this is what I need you to do in order to be in a relationship with me. When you're working by yourself, negotiating becomes like whatever they can get out of you. You know what I mean? It becomes however many people you're negotiating with and you. When you have a partner, you can say, well, we can't go down because my partner, I have other people to answer to. So I can't answer to you. And especially as a girl, I really actually feel like nobody ever treats me like my own person. And a big part of it is because I'm a girl and like, I'm just so like I can't ever say like what I want, and I don't feel comfortable saying what I want. So like, I always need other people to like defer to, like, oh, I can't go to this thing because somebody else needs me. No, the real thing should be, I can't go to this thing because I don't want to go to this thing and it's dumb and I don't want to. Like, I don't want to should be a good enough reason, but unfortunately I have not reached the level of confidence for I don't want to be a good enough reason. So having a partner is just good. And it's fine because, you know, you have someone to lean on to have like moral support. You have someone that is also comes in with like a huge network, a huge set of skills that I don't have, and that we like kind of build off of each other. So anyway, so I was, you know, I thought about this a lot, about the idea of having a partner, because I was like, you know, if I was getting paid like 10 grand a month, wouldn't I rather keep 10 grand rather than 5 grand? But if I'm with a partner, chances are I'm gonna be able to take like 10 people that are paying 10 grand a month, and so I won't be, you know, like I'll be actually making more, you know, when you look at the big picture. So because you're just doing a lot more when it's two people, when you have a partnership. And so anyway, that's it. Hopefully his name is Andy. Hopefully Andy will be cool with me filming him, but if not, that is okay as well, because it's my random little channel. Ooh, whoa. Wow, this is really interesting. This actually makes the lighting a little warmer. Kind of hot, so I took off my jacket. But I just wanted to recap on the meeting that I had earlier. It was like, so my partner had just come back from a really long trip, and he was really like just disheveled. Like he wasn't disheveled, but he was just like very scatterbrained. Like he was just in a million different places. Like he was talking to like a million different people. He, you know, and the thing I noticed is like he keeps coming late to our meetings, and like he has like so many other things on his plate, and he's also has a full-time job. And in middle of our meeting, he was like taking these long like 30-minute calls, and just so many people that he's talking to, and I didn't want to pressure him and be like, yo, like what is going on, you know. And this is in a meeting that we were supposed to set up at LLC. Like, you know, me as a waitress putting in my funds to go all in this thing, you know, paying for an LLC, paying, you know, putting time and effort into a website. And, you know, I've been doing research on this like this morning, this whole week actually. And I've been just like reading about all this stuff because it's exciting for me, you know, to do this. And I just don't feel like he's invested at all. And, you know, his mind is in a different place. And I know that like I could create something big with him, but at the same time, I know that it's really important for me to not push him, because that is gonna do the opposite of what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to feel okay and comfortable working with me. And like by me coming in and being like, yo, what are you doing, and acting like his boss, it's the opposite, because the whole point that he's trying to do this is so that he shouldn't be the boss, that he should be the boss, that he shouldn't be somebody else's employee or whatever. It's like, I don't want to become like a relationship where I'm the boss and he's the employee, you know. So anyway, anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at, and he, it was just going on too long, and we didn't get a chance to film, and my phone was running out of batteries, and, I actually asked, he wanted to get a tattoo, and I asked if he wanted me to film the tattoo, and he wasn't so comfortable, and, it's still early on, so I don't know if I should, even do it right now, but anyway, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling down, why hasn't anything worked out until now? I had, and I was having a conversation with my ex earlier, because I still want to work with him on stuff that is business related, but at the same time, I have a lot of trust issues with him. So many things that I haven't mentioned on my vlog, but just I don't really feel like I trust him on a lot of things, and I feel like it's really important that I do before, just in general, any relationship that you go in too fast without having built a substantial amount of trust in the beginning, it's gonna cause problems later. So that's all the stuff I'm thinking, and there's so much anxiety. I feel really anxious with my restaurant situation, as I said earlier. I feel really pressured to go in and work every single day 24/7, and they're not understanding that this is not my main job. This is a nice source of income, but it's not my main thing, and there's so many other things that I should be focusing on, and I feel really burned out and tired and stressed out. And it's a Friday, and I actually so I'm thinking I'm gonna start investing a little bit more today. I'm gonna, I just came back from the gym. I'm gonna invest a little bit in decorating my condo. I'm going to a thrift store, and so I might film a little bit of that, show you the thrift store in Dallas that I'm gonna go to decorate my condo. And then maybe tonight I might do a little date night for myself and film it too, because I feel like a lot of times we go on dates and we think that our lives are better because of the people that we're dating, but the reality is your life is better because you're doing interesting things with the other person. When it's just you don't think oh, I should go on a date with myself, I should do fun things. You only do fun things with other people because you think you need to do it with other people, but you don't. So maybe I could just go and have a fun date with myself, and I'll find just the nicest restaurant in town, I'll wear something really pretty, and I'll show it off to you guys, because that's what I enjoy. I enjoy having a date night with my vlog. Actually, it's not with myself, it's my YouTube channel. So anyway, I will see you guys, and I'm gonna go to this thrift store and find things to decorate my apartment, my condo.